Good morning, campers. It's 09:48 hours on November 5th, 2015. It is a beautiful sunny morning, and I have just done something I've never done before in my life, and I'm damn proud of it, so I figured I'd share it with you. That is a crashed airplane. And I wish I had blog of this, because you would not believe what I just did. This is actually pretty badass. This airplane, you will notice, and I'm going to point this out because otherwise nobody will ever believe me. Alright. This is exactly how it hit the ground. Now look closely at this airplane and notice that there is no impact damage on the front at all. Okay? There's no smash marks, and this is all just styrofoam. There's no smash marks on this plane. And there's no impact damage on the nose or the propellers. And notice that there is no impact damage all down this wing. And there's a clean break along the body here. Okay, so that wing ripped off, and there's a big break along the body here, and there's no impact damage anywhere on this plane. There's a little bit of a thing here, but that's where the propeller hit the cowling. Okay, you can see because the propeller goes way out to here. So, how did this plane crash? This plane broke apart in mid-air because I exceeded the aeronautical capacity of the airframe. For the first time in my life, I actually flew the wings off the plane, which is kind of cool. I'm kind of proud of that. This plane has never been flown before. I've had it sitting in a box. It's my emergency plane, and it's the end of the season. This is probably, if not my last flying day of the season, definitely one of them as far as being able to fly outdoors. And yay, global warming, it's really nice in November. Normally we have snow by now. But I opened the box, I took the plane out. This was its second battery, and I flew the wings off the fucking plane. So, yeah, a little glue and she'll be fine, but I just thought that was pretty badass. I've never done that before. I was pulling high G maneuvers. I was basically just out this morning having fun flying the piss out of this thing. And I ripped the wings off the plane in mid-air, and that was kind of cool. So I'm a little jazzed about that. I never done that before. I flew the wings off an airplane. A Corsair, no less, which is a fun, highly aerobatic little airplane. But design flaw, just in how they're built, they're not very rigid. The Corsairs are delicate, but they're a fun to fly airplane. So, yeah, I just flew the wings off an airplane. I figured out how to crash an airplane without hitting anything. I was about, I don't know, about the top of the roof there. It's about 40 feet up. I was about 40 feet in the air. And just fell out of the sky, folded up like a bird that got shot. That was kind of cool. So, yeah. That's the first time I've been flying for the past couple days. I've been flying like how I flew 4 different things yesterday. That's the first crash I've had. So, that's kind of cool. We'll get her glued, get her fixed, get her back in the air. You guys have fun? I'm gonna start getting some work done. People are coming in. I'll be back. Okay guys, time is 12:01 hours, and Miss Moose broke the very expensive copier.
It's all my fault.
So you did some elite hexer research and found this, which tells me that that's the broken widgie bit, and it's in here
somewhere over there.
In this.
It's in the tray.
I believe it's here
Vicinity.
because there's this bag on the side, and that's where the really important wire bit comes in, which I unplugged. So
did you unplug the printer?
Huh? No, I didn't unplug the printer. I unplugged this part from the printer. I'm not in there. I'm in here. I got this.
Okay.
I'm bringing forth elite technical abilities. I have a $20,000 box and a screwdriver and instructions from the internet for that.
Yep.
What's the worst that could happen?
I call Ken.
I can totally fix this.
You know how I have him listed in my phone?
Oh.
Ken the magician.
Yeah. Well, I can do this. Cause
Would you like a container for the screws?
no, absolutely not. Don't see if you do that. My screws are getting all mixed up. I put that there, and if there's one over here, then I put it on this side of it, so I know where the screws go. I have an elite technical ability, and you just need to have some faith in me. Probably all the screws are the same size, but I don't. Yeah, that's true. So, yeah. This is going to be the most thrilling vlog ever. See, that one goes under that. If they go like that, there you go. This one goes off on the side. There. Any other screws? Yep, there's a hidden one back here. Stay there. Just be cool. Now there may be people watching this who are professional copy machine repair dudes. And you may notice, though I'm sure it'll be difficult, that I am not an elite professional copy machine repair dude. But I know stuff. I'm kind of smart in some things. Not a lot of things, but a few things. I know, hey, there's a little motor. There's your problem. Okay, now just gotta figure out how to get this off without breaking anything terribly expensive. The housing is at least mobile. Oh, am I gonna have... See, there is some elite... Hey, Moose! You know what'd be really cool to know how to do?
What?
Well, this is an optional add-on component, right? And it comes off. I can tell because there's a plug.
Are you asking how to disable
It'd
it?
be really... No, I know how to disable it. It's disabled. I need to know how to remove it. There's some mojo somewhere, like I push a tab or spin a screw or...
You know what would be so handy?
What?
If I could print you out the manual.
You can! This is just the thing for the envelopes.
It won't print if there's an error. It won't scan.
It won't have an error. I unplugged it. It won't see this. Fire it up. Unless there's a software switch that says this is supposed to be here and isn't, it should just work. You just want to have tray 5.
It's good.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'm going to open up the air filter because damn. This right here is why we can't have nice things. Hear that. That just needs blowing out. What do you say?
Close tray 5 by past top cover.
Try that. Nope. Yeah, it wants this closed, and I can't do that without taking out tray 5. Here.
I will call him when I'm ready to talk to him.
There's also another add-on thing back here that could be and isn't.
Well, Chris, when you lift that up,
Okay.
there's screws there.
Oh,
Is it happy?
maybe?
Okay. Just gonna hold this. Okay, what are you talking about?
When behind the plug that you just plugged in, there's a screw.
Oh yeah. Looks like these. Those hold the plug. Those
No,
two
it's
screws.
right there.
Oh yeah, that might be a thing I have to take off. I may have to take off this dingus and the other dingus, but I'm not taking those screws out unless I can find something that says, here's how you remove this, because it's going to be simple. This just clicks in and plugs in and off you go, but I don't know, I can figure it out, but I'm trying to mitigate the number of risks I have to take with this particular machine, because really expensive and really important machine. Because if we gotta, like, we could, if we have to, go up to like Best Buy and get a printer. And you'll cry, because when you see the difference in speed, yeah. We could do that though, if we have to. We don't want to have to do that. Not to mention the fact that we've bought enough of those little cheap printers, like the ones that are about this big, cubed, okay? Doing what we've been doing for the past month, we'd have to buy a new one every week, because we'll melt it down. It's really cool to see, because they fail in fun ways, but we'll just melt them down. Hey Moose? Did you just... She just abandoned me.
No, she went to see if it would print.
Wait,
Is it working?
no,
No, it's not working?
no, it's not working.
Okay, so that was a stupid idea and I gotta do this the hard way?
It says that it's idling right now, so it's going to print what's in the queue, but it hasn't printed it yet, and I'm uncertain why, but it's not throwing errors.
Well, as long as I hold this shut, it won't throw an error, so
While
I'll just sit here
it's
and use
trying
my
to
head.
sort itself out, I'm trying to find you the instructions on how to remove tray 5.
I'm using Aziz's positive waves. We'll see if that helps. I've got nothing but positive vibes. Okay? Hey Ed, how you doing? That'd be cool if we could.
I have a power that should work, but we're going to need 2 flat measure curves.
2?
They can either input or output, but not both at the same time.
Okay, we'll start with getting it to just input, and we'll worry about getting it out to the screen later. Get the IRC to wrap up the little fundraiser they got going on right now, and start one for a pair of Black Magic cards.
Alrighty.
This is really comfortable.
I'm doing this as quickly as I can.
Loving my life right now. This is the greatest job I've ever had. I feel that I'm really achieving my full potential.
Do you know how many things there are in the service manual for tray 5?
Not a lot.
A lot.
A lot?
A lot.
Yeah? If I had all that, I could fix it. I'm doing copy machine repair yoga at this point. Quite possibly through some manner of interpretive dance.
No.
No? That was bad. We're living the dream, Moose.
Okay. Replace the faulty parts in the gear section. That's what it's telling me.
Replace the faulty parts in the gear section. Well, that's cool, but I need to get to the gear section. And there's a lot of screws down here. And I'm pretty sure I only have to take out 2, probably 1 on each side, maybe 2 on each side. And this whole thing will just pop right out. once I get the cover off, I'm set.
Yeah, I have nothing to offer you.
And if you tell me I gotta fix this thing working through a little tiny hole here, I'll do it. Because I totally found your problem. It's this gear.
You see it?
Oh, I see it. I can touch it.
And you know that that's the problem? Or it looks like the picture I gave you? Or
I believe this is the problem. I also believe in the Easter Bunny. Do you have any epoxy? Because if I had a good 5-minute epoxy, I could do things in 5 minutes, maybe 10.
$300.
Hey, Batman. Captain to KC, you got a copy? Do we have any 5-minute epoxy anywhere? I just need a little tiny bit. Okay, the smaller the container, the better. I literally need about 2 drops.
all of the epoxy back here is not finished.
Okay, I'll make it work with what I got. Oh, yeah. Shit. Dude, I've got string. It's not very strong. I'm not asking a lot. That's the part. That little thing is the part. That's its shaft. And doesn't appear to have an indent. Yeah, I can just put it anywhere on the shaft. Okay. Alright, so you don't have any epoxy stuff at all? Okay. I'm going to the aeronautics lab, see what I can find. Follow me. This will be exciting. We're living the dream, Maverick.
Yeah, good.
hot glue, right? Totally hot glue. Remember to fix that later. Alright, I have extra thick, which I totally do.
Where are you?
Office. What do you got?
That's all I got.
Let's see what we got. JB Weld. Quick setting epoxy.
If you can get that cap off.
There's a special place in hell for whoever did that to me. Alright, I got an idea. Well,
That's all I got. I didn't even find super glue.
You need super glue. I got super glue.
I am so tits deep in cyanoacrylate, you don't know. I'm just seeing if this... Hey Moose, I need a little mixing cup. And a stick. Do you have anything for working with goop and... Thank you, sir.
We're actually kind of short on sticks up here.
Hey, look. Stick. Okay. Ah!
I have cards if you'd rather just sit on
Yeah, this will be fun. Anybody got a Gerber on him or a Leatherman? Hi. Hi. Thank you, sir.
I see one of those layers.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
If Batman is not here,
Batman's too. Wow! Oh shit!
that's
Oh, that's I've smelled a lot of epoxy in my life. I never smelled anything that smelled like a dead cat. Oh, this is just vile.
Look comfort. Yeah. You're like Home Depot yourself.
Oh, this is some nasty shit.
4 foot.
you do have to sit
5-minute epoxy.
Can I get proof?
Oh yeah. Knock
Wow.
yourself out. Yeah, it's aromatic. Oh god, it smells like somewhere between skunk and piss. Smells like if a skunk peed on a campfire. Oh Jesus, fuck, this is bad.
Ever pee on a campfire.
Yeah, everybody learns that lesson once. All right.
I think that might be labeled to our gender.
That'll do.
Pretty standard part.
No, it's
Like
I
the quick bottle ones. Yeah. That's what that smells like.
Yeah.
The the 5-minute junkie stuff.
Oh God, this is
The cheap
terrible.
stuff.
This is just throw that away. We don't ever need that again. Here, come here, come here. Throw that away too. Like, tip, just the tip. Okay. Steal some more. Where's this good pens?
Do you want the little tip for applying it or anything?
Do you have a little tip for applying it or something? What
I
do you got?
got the tip of the pen. It's got a little.
Oh, the cap. Yeah, I'll get
Yeah,
that. I have more.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna leave that one in case you need it.
This is your Jimmy DiResta epoxy system. If you don't watch DiResta's videos, you should. The dude is awesome. So I want to say hi to Jimmy DiResta and Spike. And if you don't know who Spike is, take it. You got to watch some of Jimmy's videos.
Junk.
Yeah, that's that shit. So's that. Okay. Ah, damn it! How did that happen? It went all limp and floppy like. Matt.
Yeah.
It went all limp and floppy like. Don't apply any more tension than that.
Oh, that's fine.
It will fall. Got this.
I'm not gonna be the one that breaks it. You are.
Good. As long as I'm the guy that breaks it, we're okay. Precision applicator tip.
You get to define okay with reference to who kills you.
Oh, you figured out how to do it with that?
Improvise, adapt, and overcome, Miss Moose. Okay. You won't need that. Alright, it's 12:25 now. I'd give the 5-minute epoxy 15 minutes to bond, at least, and then it should be okay. It looks good.
At which point you find out this isn't the problem.
That's totally the problem. That thing slipped right off. So, there's your problem.
Is this a fix for retaining ring?
It's this motor, this gear right here, just slipped on the shaft. It's really, really underpowered. So, that should be it. Oh, dog's off. Vicious attack. You gotta go with that one. And I'm gonna unplug this so that nothing bad happens. Here. Okay. 12:27. What's up with the dog?
They're not telling.
Oh, okay. Alright, this needs to, I would give it at least 10 minutes. I don't know how long that epoxy wants to really cure, but there's barely any epoxy and it's a very small bonding area. So, the epoxy container says, cures in an hour, sets in 5 minutes. So you gotta wait till 1:30 before we can even check it, alright? But I think I fixed it, I think. I'm gonna put all those screws back where they belong now. Well, here. I'll put the screws in. And we'll blog that so that when it all goes completely to hell, goes there. You gonna stay there? No, that doesn't go there. That goes here. It's that one back there. Because it's different. Looks different, feels different. Put these two in first. won't do that. Hi. How you doing? Very excited to see you. And this one's different, because this one's plastic into plastic. Cool. We'll be back in an hour. Oh, hey. So this is our green screen test. Okay. That is the highest quality green screen ever.
Now, if we were to use something like Black Magic, it would be a lot better.
Yeah.
We only have 2 of these cameras, but these guys output FireWire.
Can you give me a weather map? Just NOAA.org weather map of the United States.
I don't know if I could put that on here.
You gotta figure that out. We need a weather map. It's the quality of the edge. Just, it's that beautiful green edge.
I mean, it could be worse.
Oh yeah, that makes it fun. The only thing I hadn't even noticed was they were near chroma key green.
I can actually change the color of the chroma key. I can chroma key on that wall, on the gray wall.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Chroma key my shirt.
Just get the color right.
Oh, you're there. Yeah, that's just gonna get with weird lighting. Yeah, being able to do this in just a couple seconds on a kid's shirt is gonna be awesome. They're gonna freak out.
Let's see here.
You want to see a really weird one? Take your color sample off right between my eyebrows.
Give me a second. You do a weather map.
Oh, you're trying to do the weather map thing?
Yeah, let's see if I can get it right in here.
You're close. Oh yeah, that's a good look for me. That's the stuff in nightmares right there.
Put it over here.
This is science. So we can do this on a MacBook. The trick is, can we do this with a craptacular computer?
Figures.
What?
It doesn't like GIFs.
So using that little I/O card widget bit you have there, can we do this with one of the, like, does that go in USB?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do this with the crap computer to start, without having to get a Blackmagic card.
Yeah, we can get it going.
Okay. Hey! Oh yeah, see now we've got legit weather happening here.
Cut off at the top there.
Yeah,
Get
you're all-
that gray
okay.
bar.
See, now I'm like a legit weather dude. I got my whole setup. This is great. I can be a professional weather guy now. It's weird because when you do this right, you got to have that screen over there. You put a screen here, a screen there, and one straight out, so that you can look at the camera and be like, yeah, right here we've got, because I can't see. I've got to look over here. So yeah, you are here, right here in the little dip. That's our dip. It's Grand Rapids. It's Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's where we're at. There's a little bleed through on
Yeah.
my head.
Yeah, there is.
There's a lot of bleed through happening there. Oh yeah, Texas.
This is using
Texas.
a relatively cheap video capture card. And
Yeah, this
software off the
is
internet, so this can get better. It can
this
get a
is
lot
the
better.
worst we could. But you did this in a couple hours, and we're able to make it work. So now we got to do it even cheesier. We have to do it with a crappier computer. Texas. Yeah. Get a shot. Okay, yeah. Then just get a shot of the screen because that's my cold open for the day. Just. Texas. Yeah. God, we're weird. Right here. That's where you get your Mexican problem from. This is where Trump will build his wall. President Trump, who will lead us all to victory and glory through American Jesus. It's weird getting the directions right, because I'm 90 degrees off. And now you know the inspiration. Ah! And now it's just my giant nose. The size of that boy's nose. Christ. The internet's going to have a field day with this.
I'm sure they are.
So, do I get a background image or is it just me in space? Alright, here.
I tried to do something and once again formatting.
I've just figured out something. I could be my own continent. And I match for Pangea. Bellatini's gonna freak out. Look at that. Perfect fit. Ah!
So now you're going to go to the other side.
The little nipple is Lansing. It's the state capital. We're here. We're about there. Kent County. Ottawa County's cooler, but we're in Kent because that's where they put Grand Rapids. This whole thing is pretty much Grand Rapids. And then that line right there is about 10 Mile. There's nothing north of it. Anything north of 10 Mile, this is just cedar savages. And you get up here, and they're just weird. This is Canada Light, pretty much. This is right here is the southernmost province of Canada. See, I can't, there's no way, and if I turn this way to be able to do the other side, I can't see the screen at all, so.
We have to compare that.
The Michigan map. Totally to scale. Yeah, I can't. This is cool. This is I like it. Now get it working on a craptacular computer that we can permanently set up in here, and we're there.
I'm looking for something.
What are you looking for?
It's kind of scary when I have it.
What? Dick butt?
Worse. Worse than dick butt. Well, that's not hard to do.
You should put a dinosaur up there and we'll get Steven in here.
I don't have any pictures of people.
He's kicking your ass for that. What? Oh God. Well, see, that's way better. Better hair, better outfit. Love that tie. Yeah, that's way more better. This is me on the we're cleaning the basement day. Oh, the difference in outfit makes. I had another one of you. I'm not going to ask why you just keep pictures of me on your laptop.
Because I'm a very strange person. You should know that. I'm here.
You're on my wall at home.
Yeah, at least I didn't frame it.
I didn't frame it, no.
Ah, that is not a good picture of me. I look a little constipated there or something. It's like, I need a good poop today. Also, check it out. You can, oh, I don't have to walk up to point. I can just do this. You can see where I nipped myself shaving on my giant Adam's apple. So I have this freakishly, I'm very manly. Very, quite rugged, my giant Adam's apple. And you can see, there, nipped myself shaving. Didn't wash it off before the picture because I'm an idiot.
Hey, the wrong button. There's a man.
Hey, now, he's a little bit fat in that picture. This is Tesla after the forklift accident.
No, make him look at you.
He was actually 3 feet tall.
It stretches pictures.
I love what the vape clouds do. Well, that's a cool proof of concept. Now show me the actual setup and we're there. Ed did this. I'm guessing you helped.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yes, that's great. Okay, so is it Liz? Yes.
Liz, and Chris is the one doing the
Okay, so I'm Julie. All right, so Liz and Chris are with the Geek Group, and they will give us the 50-cent tour, all the different ways that you can take advantage of the resources that are here available to you through a membership. We have half an hour.
Okay, then let me talk. Hi guys, I'm Chris Boden. Welcome to the Geek Group. I am a high voltage, high energy physicist. This quite simply means that if you see me running, try very hard to keep up. We have a very big building and I only have half an hour, so I talk loud, I talk fast. If you have a question, get a hand up. If I don't see you, one of my staff will point you out, okay?
Okay.
Cool. Any questions before we start?
No.
Okay, you are all grown-ups. Do any of you have any biomechanical implant devices? This is anything inside your body that runs on electricity. Hearing aids, insulin pump, cardiac defibrillator, cardiac pacemaker, anything like that. Nobody? You raised a hand. What do you have? Oh, implants are fine. They're passive. However, no, we're not doing tensor coils today, so piercings aren't a problem. What?
I have a pacemaker.
You have a pacemaker? Okay, we're going to do a part in high voltage, and I need you to not be in the room when that happens. You'll be totally fine from the viewing gallery, but I will kill you if you're in the room. Probably not. It's never happened. It's never happened. We've been doing this 20 years. We've never had a problem. But I don't want you to be the first. Okay. Are all of you familiar with the concept of a maker space and basically what we do? Good. You are in the largest nonprofit makerspace on earth. You're about to see a very high-speed tour. Everything you see is not what you're used to. People are used to going to like museums and things like that. That's what you're used to. That's going to my grandmother's house. It's cold, it smells funny, and you can't touch anything. This doesn't work that way. Everything you're about to see, every tool you're about to see exists for you to use. You can touch them, you can work with them, you can play with them. This is not a museum. There are no Nerf edges. Nothing in this building is child safe. There are 50 different ways to kill yourself in this building with things that will hurt you the moment you don't respect them. Okay? Cool. Follow me. Let's get started. We'll go...
Hand me my phone and my radio.
Going down first. All right. Follow me, guys. Stay together. This happens fast. We have half an hour. It takes an hour 20.
Oh.
Before they get away from ADA compliance.
I think they do have elevators.
Well, there's a whole lot more.
You coming with me?
Yeah, that's what
Use group.
The laser lab.
You gotta go in and out quick. Okay.
Piece of brush.
Yes. You guys want to just come on over here?
Sure, no problem.
Take the battery out of my hand and run it. The white thing.
It's ugly because we just got a giant donation of laser stuff in and we haven't put it all away yet. I have to ask you a very strange question. Are you a figure skater or have you ever done any figure skating?
Skating.
Yeah?
I skated.
Okay.
No figure.
Like a lot or?
Not a lot.
Not a lot? Okay. That's a backpack of a figure skater.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. The things we buy. Just 'cause they're cheap.
That room is archives. If any of you have ever played with old school computers like, the old Macs and stuff like that, we have a massive archive of old computers going back to North Star Horizons and original early Macs and stuff like that. The difference is they all work. They are all here for you to use. We have saved a lot of companies giant piles of money because people use outdated software on old computers. We have, on the shelf right here, you'll find 5¼ inch floppies, 8-inch floppies, and my personal favorite is we have kids that come in here, and I had a girl was like, "Oh, you 3D printed the save icon." So we have all this old stuff. This room is everybody go in here.
So can we send you one?
Yes, actually. We don't want CRT monitors, but we will be going here. Come on in, watch the thing. This is a pile of stuff. This is member supply, which is almost all of this is materials that exist for you to use. If you need giant piles of steel or something, we have arrangements with central iron and steel and hour plastics and all that jazz. But most people just need I just need a little bit, you walk in and be like, I need a caster! Or you need, this is, we're going to kill you by doing that. This is, right, it's going to be okay. You'll need just a piece of plastic. This is UHMW, ultramolecular weight polyethylene. And you can tell if you mess over your teeth. But a lot of times you just need this. But to buy this in Grand Rapids, you have to go all the way to the southeast side of town, out to Laird Plastics. No, we have tons of this stuff. And here, you don't have to buy the giant 4x8 sheet for $1,000. This is what you need. It's $5. And we have all the base materials you can think of. This is all for you to use. Follow me. There's more to see. Hi.
Should have some other.
Yes! Big building!
You get to work with this guy?
Every day.
What's the name of your building? I'm trying to.
This is the Geek Group.
Okay, it's not. It's some fireplace coming up on Facebook.
No, we're they're under the Geek Group.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Maybe when I go upstairs, I can find it.
Yeah, because the
signal.
signal's not very good down here.
That there is his big brother. It's also a T-28. That's a park flyer. You can totally take that off from our parking lot. You can't land it in our parking lot. Guess how I learned this. By the way, this weighs about 2 ounces. That one up there weighs about like 5 pounds. It's made of styrofoam. Very simple, very safe. If you have taken it off in a back parking lot and realize that you need 60 yards or so to land it, it's terrifying when it's coming at your head at 40 miles an hour. And this is $100. That's about $250 up there. If you want to go nuts, some people get into aerial photography. This is kind of cool. No, it's not a drone! God! Drones are made by Boeing and Lockheed Martin and cost $5 million, and you can fly it from New Jersey when it's in Pakistan. This is a quad. But this is kind of cool because this is neat. On this little airplane, there's a little tiny camera and a transmitter. And you can put on a pair of goggles and sit on a nice sunny day at the park and fly this 500 feet in the air and get the view. And it's really cool. This is the closest you will ever come to flying. It's a religious experience. The next step beyond that, this is kind of cool, is that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And that is a gyroscopic stabilization system. And that's why this costs $2,000 and that costs $120. But yeah, and you can learn how to fly these. And the cool thing is, to learn how to fly these, you have to. The fundamental thing is really simple. You buy one and crash a lot, and then you learn how to fly it. We have flight simulators. That's what all those computers are for. So you can come here and do the flight simulation and all that. You can build these with your kids. We do sailplanes and airplanes and quads and hacks and octocopters, big planes, giant sailplanes, helicopters. We do fully articulated 3D helicopters. And we do everything from really simple dopey trainer planes to meat-eating, that thing scares the hell out of me, full-on stunt planes, and I'm not good enough to fly that. Doesn't stop me from trying, but I'm not good enough to fly it. That's aeronautics. This is electronics.
I'm going around.
Most of you are old enough to remember when Radio Shack didn't suck. Which happened right around the time they became a cell phone store, which is why they went out of business. This is nerd heaven. If you're into electronics, this is the place to be. And in this room, you can do something as simple as make das Blinkenlight with the Arduino, to making your own circuit boards. This is a T-Tech J5 board mill. You can make your own circuit boards here, and not just like proto boards, but like you can properly engrave circuit boards from scratch. That is a full-on production machine. So if you want to make one of something or 100,000 of something, you can do it in here. There are over 300,000 parts in stock in this room right now. All of them are available for you to use. Come! Oh, we're going to do this one again.
Yeah, Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come in! Come on in! Hold, you're not dead!
Yet.
Your time will come, Nick. Your time will come. This is the chemistry lab. I will now tell you every single thing I know about chemistry. Follow me!
Can you make sure the lights get shut off in there, please? Thank you.
Come!
No food or drink?
Does the sign say no food or drink in the computer lab?
Yes.
Is there a sign on the door?
Yes.
And you saw the sign. And how long have you been in this building?
No food yet.
About like
You must know all the shortcuts.
He
I
works
do.
here. He works here, and there's shit on his desk. Let's climb up again. Come on in. This is the computer lab. This is where you can come and work on your computer. Whether you want to build like simple raw computers to my computer has, well, this is part of my computer. This is case 1 of 5. I have 5 full tower cases in my computer. That Apple trash can, rocket engine looking thing, got one. The giant Power Mac, got one. And 3 more Linux boxes to 18 monitors. My computer takes up 64 square feet of floor space. You can build this here. Follow me!
Do we want to know what he does?
No.
Well, they got lasers in that building.
He's building things that fly.
Yeah.
And we're gonna wash our houses.
It has their own angle cutters. Where do they go?
They cleaned out, they actually know what you're.
Angle cutters.
I'm slow.
I saw it myself.
Is this what you're looking at?
Yes.
This is the wood shop. It's a wood shop. This is wood shop version 2.0.
Oh.
Hey, how's that for a clever idea? All right, follow me.
I'd like to see that.
Daniel, are you getting inspired?
This is the Bolt Depot. This is our own hardware store because we have so many people making so many
Like here.
So pricing is really, really simple. No matter what you need, no matter what size it is, everything's a buck. If you're fussy and you realize that some of these things would cost 20 cents at the hardware store, go to the hardware store. If it's here, it's a buck. Whether it costs us $8 to buy the giant bolt or 8 cents to buy the little, it's a buck a piece. Because most people just need 3 or 4 or something. So like, it's good, $5 a minute. This is the tool room. It is. This is the active tool room. We also have a vault. But this is where the tools you need 90% of the time. Like if you all, right now, if everybody needed a straight blade screwdriver, we got that. We can hook up all of you with straight blades. And that's what this is for. It's fast, in and out, everyday use tools. There are more tools in stock in this building than in Home Depot. Which is kind of cool. Follow me!
Check out this door.
Yeah.
Just be wedding.
I can't read them.
Okay, good. You getting married again?
Hello.
Come on in! Kids, I tell you. We got everybody?
Almost.
Yeah, he works for me. This is the MDH, main demonstration hall. Everybody look up. See all the flags?
Yeah.
That's about a third of the collection. We're still hanging them. We didn't buy any of those. Those are sent in from our members. We have members in over 160 countries. There's about 35,000 of them in total. I really should find out. I quit counting them a while ago. After you have like 20, it doesn't really matter. We have members, lots of them. This is where people come to work on big projects. This is a full CNC machine shop. There is a Y-axis lathe here, full turning center, holds 12 tools, full dozen. Half a dozen can be live. I get it confused. But this will do live tooling and stationary tooling. This is you. You get to push the green button. Come here. Come on. Come here. We get to watch a giant robot do things. All right. Come here. Okay, promise we'll die. All right. See this? Inside, remember the piece of wood that you had that was all like locked up? The first thing they do is they cut it down to shape. So it's, you can see there's a bunch of different pieces of wood put together, right? And we cut it down to this shape. This shape is a blank. Okay? And from there we make things. This is a blank. See the pretty blank? Okay, watch this. We close the doors. That's the tool right there. Okay. You're about to do engineering. See the big green button? Yes. And then everybody watch in there. So we start with just a blank, and now it's cutting. And this is cool because you can come here and use this machine. If you wanted to make 100,000 of something, you can do that on these machines. And we have, this is the mill, that's the lathe, and then we have a sheet router in the other room. It's a full 4 by 8 foot. You could take a 4 by 8 sheet of something 3 inches thick, up to like 6 inches thick. Put it in that machine and carve it into anything you can imagine. There are no, and it can be wood, metal, plastic, glass. There are no limits at all. If it can be cut, we can cut it. Well, you'll see in a minute. You gotta wait. This is the cool part. It's doing. It's churching right now.
So it always seems perfect.
Yeah, this is. But you can learn how to do that here. And it's not as hard as you think. You don't write the code. There's like 10,000 lines of code. You don't write, you draw the picture. And it says, how do you want to cut it? Well, I want to do this. Left to right, top to bottom. Okay, cool. And that mean, horrible person back there is the one that will help you. We do 3D printing. We have, in fact, half a dozen of them. All right, your part's done. Look at that, it brings it right up here for you. So, now, the way that a lot of people do this is they just open it, rah! The way that you do it the second time. Do that. Guess how I learned this. And you grab the super secret weapon.
Is it hot?
Is it hot?
Yeah.
You tell me.
I don't know what it is.
Anybody got a cell phone? Hold up your cell phone. I'll show you what it's for, unless somebody's carrying an iPad. No, you have an iDevice. Watch this. This is its entire high-tech use. It's an iPad holder. Yeah, that's its entire... This is why we can't have nice things. Yeah. I don't know where it goes. People throw it at me, so I'm just going to send it right here. Yes, we sell these. In fact, you can buy these in our gift shop. Alright, and this is where it gets really cool. This is a really good example of why we exist and what we're here for. How many of you own a car? Okay, how many of you know how to change your own oil? Cool, see? Now, and the rest of you that don't, you can learn. I can teach you in about 10 minutes. Changing your own oil, and there's a lot of people here that have done it. He's done it. Look at him. You say, goddamn right I have. I tell you what, I've done it since big one. And doing that in your driveway sucks. Even today with the weather beautiful, it sucks. It's going to take you a couple hours. It's a filthy job. You're going to be on ramps this high, and it's just going to suck. And this is Michigan, where we get 9 months of winter and 3 months of bad sledding. So most of the year, it's not fun. But if you had one different tool, a hoist. Now it's a 20-minute job, and it's pretty clean, and it's a lot more fun. It's kind of cool, and anybody can do it. But that costs $6,000, and it takes special power, it takes a special floor, it fills up a garage. So people don't have those. You come here, you use that hoist. My job is to make sure that you don't drop your car on your head. It's not that hard to do, it's pretty easy, it's very safe. But you bring your car here and you do the work. It's really cool. This building is a lot like other places with like a slight difference. Next door is an automotive shop. You can walk in there, say hi to Jack, and say, fix my car. You give him a pile of money and he'll fix your car. You come here and give me a little bit of money and you fix your car. And my job is to provide all the tools to make sure you don't kill yourself. That's it. Kind of like similar thing with the guys across the street over here where we have a building full of questions that we don't know how to answer, and they have a building full of answers we're not allowed to question. So, you know, yeah, go.
If you are so the wrench don't work off a screwdriver.
Yeah, see, he knows. You do it with a screwdriver. We actually have a really badass strap wrench that is better than the old screwdriver system. Also, if you just want to play with vehicles, that's a 1997 Lotus Esprit. It is, by definition, a supercar. That car costs more than that house. And you can come here and be on a projects team where we are converting that to a fully electric vehicle, which is kind of cool. In our parking lot back there is a little red pickup truck. If afterwards you look under the front of the truck, look up, it looks totally different than what you're used to. It's already fully electrified. It holds the world record because the person who electrified it is a 15-year-old boy. That's kind of cool. Let's go. Cabbage butt, come here. That's not a derogatory term. When you see a figure skater and the back of their outfit looks like this, cabbage butt, that's what they call it.
This is where you need to go in there. Got it.
Cool. All right.
Maverick.
Come on in, kids.
He needs to go in there.
Oh yeah, not Daniel. We don't want to kill him. Maverick.
Thank you.
Put him in the viewing thing right here so you can see this. Okay. Now we have everybody who we're going to have. Cool. This is the high voltage lab. This is my personal device. Now, what we're going to do is we do this as this is a tool. This is a research tool that we're about to use. Are any of you physicists or electrical engineer background type people? Yeah? Okay, cool. This is a toy we call an impulse generator, and it's made of foam. So, I'm going to step in here real quick, and I'm going to grab, we'll do it with this. This will be good. This is the most fun you've ever had recycling. So this started life as an air filter. basically tinfoil with schmutz in it now, and this has been an industrial air filter, right? It's your job to make sure that's legit. There's nothing there, but it's aluminum. Okay. Now I'm going to take this in here. I'm going to load it right here on this test stand. So there is our piece of aluminum. Okay? I'll just wad it all up. Now, if you can't see where my hand is, you want to move so that you can, because this is where it's all going to happen. You can go down further this way if you have to, but this is where the magic's going to happen. Okay? Just tuck that all in there for secret. By the way, if you've seen our Halloween video, that's the Great Pumpkin. Are you prepared? Ready? Everybody's going to be watching this. Alright, put that down here, Robin. Yep. Do not put that on my control cabinet. You can video this all you want. Okay. What? No, plug your ears. You need earmuffs if you have to hold a camera or push a button, but if you're just a normal person, yeah, you're cool. Also, she gets a cookie for shooting horizontal video. You see that? That's how it's done. If you see the people with vertical video, oh my god. Now, I'm going to take the key from its super secret hiding space. Cool. Now, think of electricity. You don't have to plug your ears yet. I'll give you plenty of warning, I promise. Think of electricity like water in a pipe. Voltage is how we measure pressure. Amperage is how big around your pipe is. And watts is gallons per minute. Okay, volts times amps gives us watts. A regular AA battery is about 1.5 volts and about 1 amp. So you get about a watt and a half on a AA battery. A car battery is about 12 volts and a couple hundred amps. A wall socket in your house is 120 volts at 15 amps. 120 times 15 gives us 1,800 watts. This is how you know the guy trying to sell you the 5,000 watt home theater amplifier on Craigslist is lying to you. There's only 1,800 watts in the wall. Your whole house runs on 240 volts at about 100 amps. What's your name? Kenya. When you press that button, you will discharge 1,800 volts at 80,000 amps, which will give us 144 million watts of power. So for about 3,000ths of a second, there will be more energy going through that piece of aluminum than every single building in the entire city of Grand Rapids is using at that moment combined. So here's how it works. You're going to hear this sound 3 times, and that's when everybody wants to plug their ears. Then I'm going to touch you on the shoulder so that you're sure I'm talking to you. And I will say clear the fire. When I say clear the fire, you have one job. Step on the button. Okay. Look out there and step on the button. Don't look at your foot or you'll miss the whole thing. Okay, this happens very quickly. This will be loud as hell. You might want to look through it. Okay. Because if you don't, you'll pee. You laugh when it happens, and then you're going to feel bad. And I'm going to feel bad. If you're going to cry, it's just going to suck. What? You ready? Here we go. Plug your ears. Speakers than you ever dreamed. Next question.
Do you need anything? I mean, like if we have.
Do we need anything?
Styrofoam.
I need egregious amounts of funding. I want to talk to all of your bosses because all of you work at places and all of those places have old things we can use.
That's what I'm working.
Most companies have giving arms, so I don't want like $20 million from the Van Andel Foundation. I want $5,000 from every company in town that has nerds in it. Because it's the geek group. I don't want somebody's name on the front of the building. This is us. It's real people. And I'd rather have 1 million people give us $5 than have 5 people give us $1 million. But old tools. Everybody has old tools. Old power tools, stuff like that. You work at companies that have old equipment, old vehicles, like the old company van that's on its last leg. We want it! Donate it. You get a fat tax write-off for it. Old AV gear is a huge thing. But the big thing that I want is your time. I want you to come here and build things. I want you to get involved. If you want to volunteer, awesome. Come paint a wall, clean a floor, build a project with a kid. Get involved. Next question. You had one.
Yes, an electron microscope?
I have one. It's not here yet. When it gets here, it may not work.
Okay.
But we have one sitting in Akron, Ohio. And the dude wants to donate it. He's all set to ship it, but they're really delicate, and the act of moving it from there to here may destroy it forever. Come fix the damn thing.
Okay.
Next.
What was it you said?
Scanning electron microscope. They don't look like a microscope. It looks like a rocket. Oh, hey, here. I don't have time to give you all homework, but I will give you all these. Here, I'm also, share those around. I'm also going to give you all something else that normally I save this for a different kind of group. But, here, how many of you, raise your hand if you think you would actually be interested in coming here and doing stuff and getting a membership? Cool, hold up your hand until I get to you. Anybody else? These are 1 month free passes. So these save you $40 because it's the heroin system. I give you a little taste, you're going to get hooked. Yeah. So anybody who's interested in... Oh, see.
You gotta give her two.
I love
because
this
she
one.
broke her hip, though.
Yeah. Okay, bring your geek daughter. Oh my God, yes. Anybody else? Who wants a 1 month free pass?
Is this the same thing?
Is what?
It's our turn to give you something, Chris. We
Where's
wanna
the other
thank
thing?
you.
No, that's a business card.
Right, but is this is that the same?
Yeah, that's a 1 month free pass. Yeah.
We want to thank you.
Oh, hey! I didn't realize that. Thank you.
Thank you for this pass.
This feels like Amtrak.
30 minutes. Very inspiring and enlightening, and I'm
there's food in
excited
here.
that people want to come back. And we do have our happy hour at 5 at Grand Rapids Brewing. If you can come.
Grand Rapids Brewing?
Yes.
Okay, I think we have a couple of people that wanted to make an appearance there. Good.
Fabulous.
I might come down and read your mind if I get the opportunity.
Great.
So.
Well, we're dashing off to our next stop.
Cool. We did the whole thing on time.
That was amazing. Thank you so much. All right.
Go.
Well-equipped shop I've ever been in.
Well, thank you, sir. Come on down and break something. All right. Thank you all for coming. Go and get boozy.
Thank you.
Yes, go that way.
So is it truly the biggest nonprofit?
We are the largest nonprofit makerspace on earth.
Oh, 'cause my son's in Sacramento and
They have the largest for-profit makerspace. Yeah, it's a big difference.
so I could
there.
tell him and have
Yeah.
him come.
The difference is they eat better, we sleep better.
So you worked with Michael Wright, helping him get his start in Flint, didn't you?
I might have. I don't know.
Installed?
I don't know.
Okay.
I helped a lot of people start makerspaces, but if he says he worked here, cool. But
So he did-
Absolutely, come whenever.
Yeah?
We're always here except on Sundays.
On the net.
okay.
Energy project,
Absolutely, we'd like to talk to you about that. Yes, please.
super capacity.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got one of those.
So, did you drive with someone? Do you have a moment? You're on the bus? Oh, definitely. Okay.
Probably for the